So, dear delegates, welcome on board for the orientation program of Certified Anti-Money Laundering Professional. This is the second batch, and we have our resource person, Mr. Manoj Nair from India. So he will be talking about the course insights. I mean, what is the learning points from this course? How this course will be beneficial for the professionals? So that will be discussed module-wise by Mr. Manoj. And I will be talking about the institute details and then the course administration procedures, how this course will be administered. So I may take around 10 to 12 minutes time only. So bear with me. This is Rupok Zaidi from World Academy. World Academy is one of the premier learning and certification institute based in United Kingdom. Our motto is shaping expertise, nurturing ambitions, and elevate your potential. So we always try to beside the professionals to develop their competencies as per the job market requirement. We are ISO certified organization. We do have a couple of ISO certifications. And we have a very impactful global landscape. Our presence is in 65 plus countries. And we expanded a lot for the last 1 year. In fact, in the last year, we did a lot of expansion. We have 200 plus programs from academic to professional. We are collaborating with 60 plus companies across the globe. And our alumni size is 30,000 plus. There is a very, very big alumni in the world and from 65 countries. And the number is counting actually. Each and every month, the number is counting. 132 instructors from around 13 countries. 30 plus alumni of our World Academy having CISO roles. I mean, the senior professionals are also enrolling with us. 95% course completion rate. It is the right choice for the professionals because of our global affiliation as well as our vast and wide range of programs. Wherever you are working, in any industries, in any department, you might have a desired course with us. We have 150 plus certified programs, 30 plus master's programs, 40 plus diploma level programs. We do our CSR activities. I mean, every year we are running around 20 to 30 free workshops or seminars, webinars for the professionals for their CPD counts. We do have a very good user-friendly learning management system, and you will get credly.com will be issuing our badge, digital badge. So that is also another feature for us. That is our global affiliation. We are accredited by Ofqual regulated awarding body in United Kingdom, which is ANQUAL. We're the member of American Accreditation Association, approved center by CAMLS Academy of Professional, one of the very largest professional certification institute in the world. And they validated our programs. This course is also being validated by CAMLS Academy of Professionals UK. Approved center by Profqual UK, and also a center approved by Board of HR Certification and HRCIS, HRM, and HED. These three are the giant HR certification awarding body in United States of America. We are SHRM Academically Aligned Institute, an accredited institute by International Professional Accreditation Council, IPAC. That is a Singapore-based professional organization. They usually recognize the professional bodies and the institutes. We're the member for CPD Group, United Kingdom. We are partnering with Singapore Training and Development Association and also a couple of organizations we do have. That is the course, Certified Anti-Money Laundering Specialist, validated by CAMLS Academy of Professional UK. And that is the badge you will be receiving after successful completion. Badge will be issued by Credly, is a concern of Pearson Education Group. And there is a sample certificate. So after successful completion, you will receive this sample certificate and also the transcript. We are issuing the sample transcript as well. There will be 4 months duration altogether. A live online class. Every class is on every Sunday. The class will be on every Sunday through the Zoom apps. 8 to 10 p.m. Bangladesh time, 2 to 4 p.m. GMT, the class timing. Online exam. You will be attending the exam through online portal. And we will share the class recording with you. Free books and materials you will get. And you can also interact through the learning management system. There is web chat support as well. Job-oriented learning, I told earlier that all of our courses are being developed based on the competencies required in the job market. Focus on competency framework, extensive practice. We will be doing practicing in different classes, in between classes. So there will be exercises, there will be assignments. So you'll be equipped with tools and formats. And a global resource. Mr. Nair is conducting sessions in different countries. He will be talking about himself as well. The course administration procedures, there will be 17 practical focused modules. It will be covered in 8 sessions. So couple of modules will be in one session that will be grouped per week, one session. One session is 2 hours. And then at the end of the program, there will be capstone project and final exam. Final exam is multiple choice question based. These are the modules which will be talking by Manoj Nair. The assessment will be done like there will be 50 multiple choice questions for the final exam, 60 minutes time, and 70% is the qualifying marks. That is the exam. And for the assignment, there are pre-course assignment you will be receiving by tomorrow. And there will be 3 in-course assignment. So combinedly, couple of modules will have one single assignment. So 3 in-course assignment, and there will be finally one project, capstone project. So you need to qualify separately for the in-course assignment as well as for the project work. There is the scoring framework, final exam 100 marks, in-course assignment for each 100. So 3 means 300 and capstone project is 300. So that is the total marks. And for every component you need to qualify, qualifying marks is 70%. There will be review and question answer part as well. And class recording we will share, I told you earlier, opportunity to attend the makeup exam. You can attend the makeup exam. If anyone could not qualify or could not attend the first attempt, they can get the second chance without any further fees. And we will share the class material through our learning management system. And during the class, you are requested to rename yourself with the full name because of the class. The session will be recorded, and attendance will be kept for your system. So system will keep the attendance. That's why you need to rename yourself with the full name, not the device name. An electronic certificate and digital badge you will be receiving after 7 to 10 working days after publishing the result. And printed certificate will be followed within certain time, because we are issuing the certificate for globally for 4 times in a year. So slots available for you, you will receive that certificate after successful completion. So that's about the course administration part. So in total, there are 4 phases. The pre-course assignment will be available tomorrow. And then during the class, you will be attending the classes. Then final exam and final assignments, or capstone project, and finally certification. So that is the 4 phases. And the first class will be on 8th of June. So the first session will be on 8th of, July. I'm sorry,
sir, it's 13th of July.
Oh, sorry, 13th. Sunday,
Yes,
right? 13th
yes,
of
sir.
July. Apologize. So first session will be on 13th of July. And now I will going to hand over to our resource person for describing about the learning points from this course, how this course will be beneficial. And after that, we will take your questions. Please, Mr. Manoj.
Thank you, Rupak. I will take another 15 minutes just to run through the course outline, what the course outline looks like. But before I do that, let me just introduce myself to you, all of you, to all the participants here. A very warm welcome to all of you to join this session, and you're going to spend, your Sundays with me, for the next 2 or 3 months. So let me introduce myself. My name is Manoj Nair, and I'm qualified as Solicitor Supreme Court, England and Wales. I am based out of Mumbai, and I have till date completed more than 400 trainings. And, I cover different topics, and AML is one of them. And I've trained people from US, UK, Australia, Mozambique, Zambia, different countries like Papua Guinea, in almost 30 plus countries I've trained people. So that's in a nutshell about me. I have more than 24 years of experience as far as consulting and training is concerned. And what we are going to do is, as far as the course is concerned, we will probably run the course for what I plan to do with you guys, run the course for an hour and most of my sessions, and then probably 1 hour you would have, or a half an hour quiz just to reconfirm what we have learned. So let me just take you through the course outline. We will just look at I will not look at the other side, just look at I'll just quickly run through all the course outlines with you guys. I'm in Oman, Muscat right now. Just flew till today early morning. So I had a very,
Shall I share the outline, or you will talk?
Yeah, please. Okay. Just the outline, Rupak.
Oh, sure. I'm sharing.
Just the modules. Yeah. I will not go through all the slides.
Okay.
Yeah, just this one. Can you just make it big?
Is this?
Yeah, this should be fine. Right? Okay. Let me just take my glasses actually. So it's like. Some reading issue. Better. So what we are going to do in the first module is look at, first, just briefly look at what is money laundering, what is combating or financing of terrorism. We look at the definition of it. We look at how does the legislation define what is money laundering. What are the phases in money laundering? We'll see all that, right? And combating of terrorism. This happened after the 9/11 issue, where the government. So a little bit of history I'll be talking about, where the U.S. government introduced the Patriotism Act, and you have these several, and the most of the countries what they have done. So the AML, whichever part of the world you are, because most of it is from FATF guidelines. All of them have actually taken from the FATF guidelines. So we'll see. It's very common with almost all the countries. I mean, that's what my experience has been, with some with some changes here and there. Probably could be the penalties, the punishment, and the amount, and the regulatory authority, which would be, of course, very different in different countries. We'll then look at the regulatory structure. You have FIU, the Financial Intelligence Unit under the Act. How do you report a suspicious transaction? We'll be talking about that. Well, not all transactions are suspicious, so you need to look at, how do you identify, what are the methods involved as far as, and how do you take a very pragmatic approach in identifying what would be considered as a suspicious transaction, right? There is a possibility, like one of my clients, they were a genuine customer, but the bank then, had, because what happens is most of the banks and financial institutions, they use a software, and usually, the software which does the screening has also an error ratio. So I'll talk about all that stuff when we do our course, when we start on the 13th. We will now look at module 4, risk-based approach, compliance, and how do you, I mean, what is the approach when you are profiling your customers, whether it's a high profile customer, medium, low, what kind of due diligence you should be doing, enhanced due diligence, or whether it should be a simple due diligence. So all these things will be covered in module 4. And then module 5 is a very basic one. We'll be talking about fintech and the evolution of money. And, we'll be talking about a little bit of cryptocurrency there in module 5. We'll then be talking about money laundering and financial and non-financial. So it's not only the banking and financial sector, which is regulated by the AML, but AML also looks at professionals who are not involved in banking or financial institutions. So it talks about real estate and jewelry dealers and all those stuff. So there is a section which deals with non-financial professionals, which AML is applicable to. So we'll be talking about that too. How do you run the compliance program? How do you monitor? How do you examine? It's all there in the course. And then the role of correspondent banking. This is again a very interesting topic where before the SWIFT, the SWIFT actually gives you a trail of the transactions. Before that, it was very difficult. So even today, there have been instances where there was a case where Iran actually transferred money to a European bank, and money went from European bank to US bank, and from US bank it came back to Iran, which is known as a U-turn transaction. Of course, which is banned in the US, which got later on the banks realized what is happening. But there have been instances like where the corresponding bank is also equally responsible in ensuring that they comply with the AML requirements. We will then talk about the internal structures, like you would need to have an AML officer who would be responsible for the compliance as far as your institution is concerned. We will look at customer risk categorization. As I said, high risk, medium risk customers, high profile customers. We'll be also talking about PEP, politically exposed persons. So all these things would be covered in your module. We'll also be talking about reporting obligations, transaction monitoring, KYC, CDD, and all those things would be. We'll also be talking about customer onboarding requirements, which would be usually nowadays banks do it online. So what are the pros and cons, and what could go wrong when you're doing in customer onboarding requirements? Right. So customer onboarding, as I said, digital identity, due diligence we talked about, and the last one is really which is very interesting. We'll be talking about the powers of the US court in extraterritorial, which means it expands or it extends beyond the US. There have been instances where people from, for example, there was a case where there were two people in UK. They did they were involved in some kind of violation, FCP violation, and they were picked up by since US and UK has an extradition treaty. Although these guys, when they committed the crime, they did not step into the soil of US, but since they used the wire transfer, the transactions were done through wire transfer or cable transfer, which involved the US. So US had power. So we'll be talking about all the stuff where the case of HSBC and in Mexico, where HSBC used, the drug money was, routed through, and this is again money laundering, through HSBC Mexico to different parts of the world. Again, HSBC paid a huge amount of fine as far as so we'll be talking about case studies. That's something which we'll. So overall, what you will be learning is the practical aspects of AML and combating of CTF. And what what I plan to do with you guys is take you through basics of AML and CFD, and then we will deep delve into the topic as far as customer due diligence is concerned, and risk approach as far as risk orientation of your customers is concerned, KYC is concerned, and customer onboarding. So we will talk about all these process involved, I think I'll be covering most of that would be an extensive coverage as far as the Act is concerned, AML Act is concerned, and you guys can keep asking me questions as we run the course. That's something which I always encourage all of you to do that, because if you ask me questions, that's the best way to learn, actually, right? So having said that, I think I've just shared with you the modules. But before we wind up the, could you guys, all of you, could you, one by one, if you could just unmute yourself and just introduce yourself to the class, so that we all understand, and you could also share your expectations from the course. Can you guys do that, all of you? A little bit about yourself, introduction, and even that's okay.